also being created. So let me skip this with one or two additional slides. A design program which is similar to NPTEL for the entire course of designs in the country done by IIT Bombay, and a laboratory program which is creating online laboratories for all the engineering courses in the next 5 to 10 years. Again, through a consortium of several institutions. I think I have the list of institutions here which are partners to this project. Let me thank you once again for listening to this and also offering your feedback and for questions. Chairman,
Okay.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Sundar. I would like to allow for 5 minutes for questions to Dr. Sundar before we have the paper presentations. Any questions, please? Can I have the first one? Some clarification, Dr.
Yes,
Sundar. Are these video lectures and text contents and so forth meant to be supplementary to the normal delivery of the course, or do they replace the lecturing hours of the courses?
They are meant to be supplementary where there are teachers.
Oh.
There are many colleges, many institutions in India where an experienced, qualified teacher for these subjects are not often available. A junior teacher takes them. So the teacher can use this entire material as is if they wish to. So in that sense, it can be, it wouldn't replace a teacher who is very good.
Okay.
It would replace a lot of people who are in the profession but who are not teachers.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. And questions, please. Yes.
Just actually a quick thing. You went into the distance learning and content development, but most of the partner institutions even do not have the distance education institution like IGNOU or others.
No.
What was the reason behind that?
As I said, it was supplementary. Our original process when we did this project, when we started doing this project, we thought we should provide a teacher supplement and a teacher add-on, and would bring in a lot of workshops to have teacher discussions or training and so on. But you know that that process is not a complete process. So we decided to open it up for everybody. Sorry?
Excluding actually, let's say, distance I mean,
they can use them now and now pedagogically redesign their course contents or even the requirement with these as building blocks. But these are not verbatim replacement. These are not like the IGNOU courses. No, definitely not. If that's your question.
Why you didn't have IGNOU there actually, for example?
Sir,
is there any particular reason they were not good in
I'll
technology?
give you the answer. I'll give you the answer. Why we didn't have an IGNOU-like structure? We had 600 IIT faculty members in phase 1, and each with 2 different opinions on how education should be done. And in a country where the technical education is, there are very few institutions which have the best teaching capability. We had to bring in some common denominators. And this worked very quickly in bringing people, but the question of designing courses like the IGNOU is now a current project under Professor A.K. Ray, Anup Ray. It's called pedagogically designed courses where NPTEL will be cross-referenced by many of the others. It's not that we don't want to do it. You tell the teacher that these are all the things that you have to do in order to give a course. I don't think even 10 years ago, if I had known that this is what I would be doing, I would have happily gone back to my chemistry department and said, thank you, I'll give my course material when you ask for it. No, okay. I think it's important to recognize the difference between a self-learning, a supplemented learning, as he said, and a disciplined learning. These are, each one has a different paradigm.
Okay. Okay, any more questions? Yeah.
Really a comment because,
so, okay.
It's really a comment. One of the lines that I really liked was, we will produce the resources, you said, and let the one decide. Let the ones decide how they want to use it, which is an interesting point because it raises the question what we talked quite a bit about in the workshop yesterday, that you are making accessible the expertise and the resources of reputable professors and reputable institutions like the IIT.
And reviewed.
Yeah, and reviewed. and now you leave it to the individual academics and the lecturers to use the resources as a supplement and provide the interaction and support that they want to in whichever way they want, provided there's some advice on that as well.
Let me just append to that comment. I mean, when you are in the process of creating something, you would concentrate on creating your lecture material. But you are a teacher, I'm a teacher. I mean, 16 batches I've been teaching. My course strategy has been changing year after year. Therefore, these cannot remain static. We have to go back and build a learning environment around this based on the users. So we can't say, here it is, take it or leave it. No, that's not the point. If I have a choice to do something, let me focus, get it done, and then build the layers of education. That's what his question is. They have a fantastic platform in which elements go in. I don't think I would ever want to do that while I am teaching a class every week, every month, every year. So there are constraints in building open education repositories. Second, we don't know how the students would react. You have to put things out and then build around them. That's why this 4-quadrant model that came later. So to answer your question, I mean, that was a thought process saying that let's build the best of educational content that we can. It's not that let the others do what they want to do it. We will also tell them how to use it over a period of time, but I don't want to clutter my ideas when I am in the process of writing what I call as the best learning material. I don't want to worry about it. I think most of the time, if we record classes in the IITs, this is a problem. So
Okay, I'm mindful of the time we have, and I am afraid I have to call it a stop at this point. Thank you very much, Dr. Sundar, for the very interesting presentation of a very useful project. Can we then go on with the paper presentations? I will not allow any questions after each paper presentation, but rather shall we have all the questions after the papers are presented? All right. Yes. Do we have a tea break first? Yes, we do. I'm sorry about that. Oh, okay. So shall we then have a tea break first before coming back? I'm sorry. So please have a break of half an hour, and let's come back. I'm a bit confused myself. Okay, and before we have the break, can I have Dr. Sundar? There's a little token gift to you.
thank you.
Shall I present it to you? Yes. Shall we have the break? Thanks.